Hey everyone, it's Ryan Leonard with Wolfnest Property Management, and today we're going to be looking at usually a pretty hot topic with landlords and investment properties. That is pets in rental properties, apartments, and should you allow them? So I always like to look at stats because I get this question all the time. So recent polls show that 70% of American households have a pet. Now, about 40% of those individuals are renting. So as far as is there a demand for properties that allow pets? Yes, 100%. And typically people are willing to pay a premium to have their pets live with them. So again, if you are a dog person, cat person, whatever type of pet owner you are, let's be honest, you'll do anything to be able to move into a place that you want to with your furry friend. So being a landlord or a management company and setting up certain policy procedures to allow pets in properties, but also protect the owner and the property is something that you want to do. So let's take a look at what we got here today. Are there benefits to renting or renting to individuals with pets? Yes, 100%. The biggest one is obviously the most expensive part of having an investment property, and that is the vacancy piece. If you can eliminate vacancy with your property, and again, picture this in a long-term hold strategy. If you're looking at having that investment property for 5 years, 10 years, the amount of money that you will actually see by minimizing vacancy, even by a week each year, is going to really add up over that long-term, again, 5 years, 10 years. We're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. So obviously allowing individuals with pets to rent that property help minimize vacancy. Also, let's be honest, pets make you happy. And when tenants are happy, they're more likely to, pay on time and take care of the property. And so, yeah, there's definitely the benefit of, again, having happier tenants and them taking care of that property. Now, what are some of the pitfalls of allowing pets? This list can be pretty extensive, but at the end of the day, we're going to try to minimize those risks, right? So obviously the big one is damage. Even if the pet is not going to the bathroom on the flooring, if you have carpet in a unit, obviously high traffic areas, the dog going in and out, going outside, coming back in, especially during the winter months, those are things that can, cause that carpet to be dirty. And obviously that is considered damage when that tenant moves out. Also, if you own multiple units, let's say it's a duplex, fourplex, if one tenant sees someone with a pet, there's a good chance that they're going to want to have a pet as well. So once you say yes to one, you're probably going to be saying yes to almost all of those individuals. So if you are going to allow pets, the things that you want to make sure that you have in your lease agreement kind of depends. It's up to you. You could have a pet deposit, something like, okay, first month rent is $2,000. You have a security deposit of $2,000 and then a $2,000 pet deposit. Again, just to help cover the cost if they do need to replace carpet or damage from that pet. Now, other things that you can do is pet rent. Let's say, they have one dog, you could charge them an extra $50 a month. Let's be honest, I would pay $50 a month to have my dog or even dogs live with me if I were renting. So again, pet deposits, pet rent. And some companies like us, they may even have a program like a pet guarantee where it's actually Wolfnest putting $2,000 on top of that security deposit, which helps minimize some barriers for that tenant to move in. Again, reduce vacancy, but still allow protection for our owners. So again, some of the things that you want to make sure that you have are documentation. Make sure that pet is fully vaccinated, and those vaccinations are up to date. Also, at any renewal, I would request getting updated vaccination records just to make sure, okay, they are covered. I also have heard of some owners requiring pet insurance. Let's, again, be honest here. If their black lab eats a tennis ball and they have to go get a $8,000 surgery for that puppy, they're going to pay that. And that can be very, very expensive, which could eat up the income that they have to pay for rent. So I have heard of some owners requiring pet insurance just as a way to help eliminate the chance of them, having a big expense for a medical bill for that dog and not be allowed to pay rent. So if you're going to allow pets, again, it's up to you. The only stipulation to that would be service animals or emotional support animals. Again, if the tenant can't provide the proper documentation and the records, they are allowed to have a pet, even if you say no pets allowed. So if you have any more questions about pets, we have a lot of good information about that. Here's our website, also my phone number. Give me a call, shoot me an email. I'm happy to discuss your portfolio, and let's see if we can be a good fit for your needs. Thanks.